Okay folks, now I'm going to go over the putting a plate onto your coat of plates, Corzina, Katangu, so on and so forth, the process that I use to accomplish this. So first thing is I have my steel plate that I got to figure out where I want to put it on the fabric. Of course this is going to be easy. I would typically go here. Use some type of marking device such as a pen or a marker and mark it. Don't worry about your fabric because there's about to be a hole there anyways. Then with something like a punch, there's a special fancy sewing awl thingy that you can use. It's designed not to tear the fabric, it's just supposed to displace the fabric. It's supposed to do this slowly and gently to wallow it out. That way it doesn't tear it. You notice there's no frayed fabric in this. It's a nice clean hole. Okay? So then on the outside edge, so if we're looking at the outside, we gently slide the nail through, the roofing nail, because that's a... So there's your rivet that's on the outside, then here's your rivet sticking out. Then we take the steel plate and put it in position. Now this is tight on the whole of the steel plate, so there's a couple things we got to do. We set it here. You want it flat on the anvil so it doesn't look ugly on the nice side, and then you tap it so it goes down. Now it's typically going to go so far and it's still not all the way down. So from here you take the rivet setter, place it on top. So the rivet setter goes down on top. And you tap it down. And then from there, it's flush with the fabric. Flush there. There's no cuts into the fabric, which is important, because if you went at an angle, you probably would have cut your fabric. At that point, we're going to adjust and zoom in the angle a little bit, so you can see. And we're going to bring up a little bit more light. Okay. So then from here, this would be too tight. You wouldn't have room to rivet it down. So instead of being flat, I change the angle up slightly. And then cut. So at this point I have that slightly pointed spot. I use the flat of my hammer, keeping the plate flat on my anvil or hard object. I'm going gently for demonstration purposes. So I've hammered it mostly flat. Now it's still a sharp edge and it would mess up your gambeson with that edge. It would potentially cut it and so on and so forth. So what we do next is round off the edges. So in turn, have a relatively pretty anvil head. Rivet head. And then on the other side, I did no damage to the fabric with the edge because I kept her flat, which is a good thing. The other thing you can do is add leather or a leather washer or a wool washer, so on and so forth. That will also protect your fabric to make it safer. So there's the basic video of how to do that process. Have a good day.